Now another story, and this is really hard to get your head around. A self-confessed plastic surgery addict, Sarah Burge, she has given, wait for this, she has given her 7-year-old daughter a breast enlargement voucher for her birthday. Now, this comes after the woman, she's known, you might have heard of her, the human Barbie, confessed that her daughter begged for this. She's taught her daughter Poppy how to pole dance when she was just 6. This is mother and daughter there. And also this morning reports that Suri Cruz has a shoe collection worth $150,000, and it does seem that the sexualization of children is getting worse every day. To talk through the issues, Dannielle Miller. Good morning, Dannielle.
Good morning.
Let's get to the human Barbie first. A breast enlargement voucher for a 7-year-old, and apparently Mummy says she begged for it. I mean, it's hard to imagine what sort of value she's growing up with.
Yeah, it's really staggering, isn't it? And I think it's indicative of a culture that really does steal childhood away from little girls. This little girl is getting a very clear message that her currency is not only her looks, her currency is her sexuality, and she's only a little girl. Her mother has made her fortune writing erotic novels and organising plastic surgery excursions and singing parties.
She's had $500,000 worth of, or pounds worth of surgery herself.
So obviously sex has been very successful for her. The scary thing about this is that I would hope this is actually just all an attention-seeking thing, that this is a media
Publicity
PR exercise. However, you do have to wonder about the sorts of values that little girl would be getting. To put it in a broader picture, though, as a culture, we are very alarmed about the sexualisation of little girls, and it needn't be this extreme for us to be concerned and for us to see red flags. In the UK, just recently, they actually had a full report that's come out, and British regulatory bodies are getting together and saying, this has all gone too far, we need to put the brakes on this, we need to put some serious sanctions in place for organisations that are trying to sell out on little girls. Sadly, here in Australia, we had a Senate inquiry into the sexualisation of children in 2008, and we've seen nothing much happen. That inquiry's been virtually put on the shelf.
How do you stop bad taste? Bad parenting.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the question. What we also need to do, though, is look beyond the bad parenting issue and look at, is it really okay that products are marketed generally and normalised for little girls that tell them that their currency is their sexuality? In case of that particular mother, I agree that no amount of regulatory bodies about what can be sold is going to stop her having bad taste and making poor parenting choices.
This puts some of those beauty pageants for children in a different light. I mean, there you have, in my terms, a lot of little kids dressing up in tutus. Yes, they wear makeup and fake tans, but they're just having fun. Little girls love to dress up. Yeah. And this is now making it all very soft.
I don't agree. I actually think that the child beauty pageant thing is something we should be really alarmed about. To me, that's the beauty myth equals consumer culture on steroids. It's just gone crazy. I don't think we need to have little girls that are 2 and 3. As you say, dressing up is one thing, but dressing up to compete with other little girls on the basis of your beauty and having fake nails and false eyelashes and everything attached, that's scary, and I think that's where it all sort of starts, and it then builds up into some really more extreme things down the track.
Lady Gagas, I guess.
Yeah, and I don't think we need that. We don't want that. We know that it has serious repercussions. The research shows that little girls who are sexualised or adultified from a young age do actually end up with body image concerns. They do end up more prone to things like eating disorders, and they very much suffer from things like depression and anxiety.
And I guess it all hinges on how the parents address those issues rather than address up. But again, the story about Suri Cruz, and I guess it's easy to pick on her because her parents are so hugely wealthy. $150,000 shoe wardrobe. I mean, she wouldn't have bought all those anyway, but clearly this little girl loves to play dress-ups. Is this wrong?
Does she love to play dress-ups, or do the adults around her like to dress her up like she's their own little Barbie doll? I'm not sure that a little girl of that age would be asking for shoes that were that expensive. If they're there, I'm sure she likes to pop them on. In this case, we're not seeing her so much sexualised. What we're seeing is consumer culture gone rampant. And I guess what you've identified today with these stories are a few things that adult educators and psychologists are concerned about with young people. That's consumerism, adultification and sexualisation. It's a toxic mix, and we need to be really proactive. One of the things that I like to do on my blog for parents is give them a way forward and a way to see past this and to make better parenting decisions. So,
that's wise.
Yeah, look, I think it's really important. It's a changing world that we live in, and we need to get some strategies that we can all use to make better choices for our children so they can move beyond Bratz $1 million shoes and beauty pageants.
Well, I guess standards are changing. You've just got to figure out where your line in the sand is.
Yeah,
Danny Miller,
absolutely.
as always, thanks for making a bit of sense of it.
Thank you.
Okay, Dannielle Miller joining us there.